Hi again, welcome to another video, and in this video what I'm going to do is make one good Stihl blower. I think it's a BG86. I'm going to make sort of 1 out of 2. I've got a new pot and piston which is just behind me over in the corner of the shed. I'm going to fit that on it. I do want to put a new carb kit in, but at the moment I haven't got one, so I should probably just clean the carb up on this one and see if it's okay, and I can do that later on. But the video of this, it's going to cover basically stripping it down, changing the pot and piston, putting it back together, testing it, and yeah, see if we've got good one, which I can't see any reason we won't. The only thing that's sort of been took off it up to this point is the recoil. I got it like this, the recoil was already off it, and you might notice there's no exhaust on any of them, but I have got another one of these in the shed with an exhaust on. So before I start doing anything, I should probably just check the spark to make sure the coil's good, because I might have to take the coil off it. I'll probably have to take the coil off anyway to do the head. I'm sure I will. I've done it before, but I can't quite remember. I weren't sure which one to actually use because they're both pretty sort of clean condition, really. There's a label for this one. That is an SH86D, but to be honest, they're exactly the same. Well, they look exactly the same. So I'm gonna, let's see what that one is actually, out of curiosity. That one doesn't say. No, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for this one because I think it's fine to use. So yeah, my first job is, it's my petrol now because it leaked out the other one now. Yeah, I'm going to check for spark, and then if we get for spark, I'm going to start stripping it down. So if you just bear with me in a minute, I'll just get the plug out and I'll come back to you. The piston is all scratched and damaged. You can see it in the through the port. I'll show you that when it's off because it's hard to show through there. So yeah, when it's all off and apart, I'll show you that. I'm gonna, because it's getting quite late tonight, I'm gonna do all the take all the bolts out with the screwdriver. I think this is the one. Yeah, it's like the Torx one. And I'm going to take it all apart. You don't really need to see that because it's just sort of, basically I've got to get the engine separated from the rest. So it's just a series of little bolts all the way around, just to basically dismantle it, and it'll come apart. There's quite a few. So I'll do all them, and then when I've got the engine separated, or I think there's anything to show you along the way, I'll do that. So I've now took off the front part. My job now is to undo that little nut there. Let's see if it actually is an arrow on there. It says off, so it is it's not the normal thread, it's left hand thread, so I've got to do it as if I'm normal. It's off. Normally you'd undo it that way to undo it, but on this it's left hand thread, so it goes that way. So if we have that off, I've got a little tub up here, I'm keeping everything in so I don't lose it. Hopefully it'll pull off nice and easy. Yeah, so it happens I've just got to wind it there where it's sort of screwing off, so like that. So yeah, that's off, easy enough. Another washer underneath, put that in the tub. So now we have got to this stage, and there's 3 more of the bolts in there. So let's see if this screwdriver Torx, just like the Torx one, like that. I've got it on the socket if I need it, but yeah, that's loose enough. Don't want to take apart more than I have to. But I think the pot and piston was cheap. It was it's genuine. It was only about £40. I did buy recoil bits for it because I didn't realise I had a good recoil, so they'll go in the drawer for spares. My idea is I always take one of these little handheld blowers with me, and I've only got one. And if this isn't going to cost me much, I'll leave it in one of the vehicles. So it's just one less thing I have to put in. I wedge my vehicles in and everything for security anyway. But, you know, I just thought it was such a shame. I have three of these. And, you know, for a few pounds, I can get it up and running and have a spare one. So they are about £200 odd new, so well worth doing. So we've undone them now. The engine is quite loose now. I better just take off that wire there. Yeah, that's off. That can stay actually on the machine. There is a bit of throttle linkage there. I might better do that afterwards. I'm not sure how the carb. I think the carb's going to probably have to come off first. So that's easy enough. Other bits in there. Actually, no, I'll leave that with that. The air filter comes out next. If I try that, initially I will reuse that, so I don't want to damage it, which I actually just have. Oh, actually, there's a located bit there. That's not too bad, to be fair. Probably go again. Let's see if I can get a bit better light here. Might help a little bit. Actually, that can go in there. So there's a couple of 8mm in there. Unless it will come off now. I think that might come out now, leaving that on. So I'll be down to the sort of the bare bones. The only thing that's going to be connected is the throttle linkage, which is in there, which is probably quite difficult for you to see. You can just see where the wire goes, just, where are we? Just about there. But that just hooks in, so let me get that off. I'll try. Yeah, them wires ain't pulling. Just going to check there's nothing else holding it. Ah, there is. It's fuel pipes. So to make your life easy, because there's another fuel pipe down the back, the easiest thing to do is actually just to take the carb off, which I am going to do. It's got to come off anyway, so it's might as well take it off now. There's just two little 8mm there. Watch me hand. Mind me hands. I've got to get there to undo them. Don't lose them. They go in the pot. Then actually the whole carb is coming off together, so that's worked out. It's worked out pretty good. So we are now got the engine out. So at the moment, I'm going to put that whole casing part right out the way, and we are to just the engine part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to strip down that bit there. I'm going to take that block off, because that's going to have to go on the new head or cylinder. They are a bit tighter than what them ones are. I've got the pipes and everything, or a couple of pipes in that, so I'll just pick the best of what I have, really. The main sort of blower pipe, I mean. That's all come off there, lovely. So I'll put that in the tub there. So we are actually sort of to the bare bones now. It's pretty quick, to be honest. What I'm going to do is take off that coil. They are tight as well, but I've undone them. And let's see if the other one, yeah, that was a bit looser. Yeah, I'm not sure why that one ain't sparking. You'd think if it seized that, and that'd be the reason. It was sort of disposed, because this was sort of disposed of. I got it as a job lot. So anyway, we'll take that off and worry about that later on. I've got, like I said, three or four of these, so I haven't got to worry too much, because I'm sure one will work out of them. So we're to there now. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. I need to take yeah, I need to take the flywheel off, because I need to get to that bolt there and that bolt there and that bolt there to take that front bit off, because I can't get that off. So that flywheel is going to have to come off. Go back to the trusty impact, see if that'll do it. Hopefully it will. I think this will be the other thread the other way, like normal. Yep. So this is the normal thread, right hand thread. The other one's left hand thread. So the flywheel one is right hand thread. This is where they can sometimes be a bit of a pain. This is how I do it. It usually works because there's not a lot of. Oh, actually, I do need the nut still. I'll screw that back on a little bit. Not tight, but enough. And then what I'm going to do is hold that. We loosened it. Nope. Try it again. Yep, flywheel's loose. That's all it takes. Don't give a washer there off or something. I think that was off the coil, so I'll put that back there. Yeah, I haven't got to give it a big hit with a hammer. Just one of them little hammers that I was using will be fine. That's off. We're to the stage of undoing them ones on that little bit of casing now. You have actually got to more or less strip it right down. Actually, if I loosen them, I can finish them off with that screwdriver type Torx bit. It's getting late, but it's not too late, so let's get brave. Well, the neighbour's fairly close, but I won't leave that quick. You can see, nice and quick. So that's job done with that, and that saves some time. And I might do the same with them as well. So if you're out of shot a little bit, then I'll try again. These little impacts are really good. I've got about every size they do. I've got the real big one for the wheel nuts and cars. I've got an 18 volt 3/4, not 3/4, 3/8, and then the ones. This is the quarter, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I've got the 3, and this one is the one I use by far the most, because the other ones are a bit harsh on some nuts and that. So let's get them head bolts out. Casing bolts, if you like. Now let's have a look. There we go, that's off. And if you look at that, well, you can see, but that is the ring sticking in. It's not actually sticking in, but they have really had their day. It's been run with no, that's been run with no 2-stroke oil, I think, which is the main thing. All the bottom end looks good. Generally the bottom end is good. It's just the piston part that wears. I don't actually think I need to put the red stuff on this, because there's a gasket. Problem is, I think I might have to reuse a gasket, because I'm not sure whether a gasket comes in a new kit. But tell you what, I'll turn you off and we'll have a look. Yep, we've got the box of the new bits here. We don't have a new gasket, but we have new. It's a bit stupid that is actually. They don't send you a new gasket. Well, I don't believe they do. I'll just double check. No, they don't send you a new gasket, but they do send you new head bolts. And there's the recoil bits I said I ordered, so I can make up and have a spare recoil. So I'm not quite sure what to do now. I'm half tempted to order a new gasket, but I'll tell you what I'll do first. What I'll do first is just see how this one comes off. It's not ideal to reuse it, but to be honest, that's pretty good, isn't it? Gasket's in good condition. It's for me. It's not like it's for a job or anything. So rather than wait, I'm going to reuse that. I think it's going to be fine. I might put a bit of the just a smearing of the red gas stuff on it. I wouldn't normally do that, but as it's a used gasket, I shall do. So I'll leave it in place on there so I know how it goes. So my job is now is to get that, which side is it? That annoying little ring out of there. You might just be able to see it, but they are sometimes a right pain to get out. Try to use a little pick to get them out with, which it might not be too bad because they are quite small. So I might see if I've got a small screwdriver. Actually, out of the whole job, I find this the most pain bit actually. I actually thought I had a flat end screwdriver, then it actually wasn't. It was a Phillips one, and it's worked. If I don't pop it back into place, I've got, there it is. Tiny little clip. I don't really need that. I'll put that to the side at the moment just in case by chance I needed it, but I'm not gonna. Now, just I'm just gonna check on the new piston. Is there an arrow? Yep, and the arrow will go from the carb inlet to the exhaust, so it will go that way through the engine. Let's just see if that one did have an arrow on it. Give it a stamp and be back within a sec. So yep, you can see the arrow there. So yeah, I know which way that's going to go. So yep, all I've got to do now on there is bang the pin out. So I've got to see which side I got the clip out of. Normally I just rested that on the vise to bang it out, but I wanted to try to show you just how it comes out. Let's see what screwdriver I think is ideal. Come in. It's out. So I'll just push that pin out. Basically all that lot is rubbish now. There's a little end bearing. I might well need that. I'm not sure. I don't think it come with a new one of them.